Family of 8. Welcome to the family. Battered, broken, bruised. A little cherub with pink cheeks and doe eyes, although Charlie was barely 4 months old. A tiny cast enveloped his wee limb. He smelled of an unknown origin and the hospital. He cooed, just a bit, and his voice was notably raspy. At the time, we believed it was from crying, but we've since realized it's just part of his unique Charlie charm. I had spent the 2 days prior at the hospital with the boy. I prayed he would remember me and not be afraid or confused. He opened his eyes and smiled at me. For that moment, my heart skipped a beat, and I could barely breathe. We all stood over him. We were speechless. We had taken the classes, talked about the possibilities, and readily agreed, sure we can. But now here he was, fully human, fully damaged, fully in need. The full reality of him was overwhelming. I wanted to make it all better. I wanted justice for those broken limbs. I wanted healing. I wanted him to know Jesus. I wanted his story to be different, and yet I wanted to know his story. How does this happen? How could anyone hurt an infant? Finally, one of the kids broke the silence and said, "His head is enormous," and we all burst into laughter and tears. "Welcome to the family, kid," said another. "Let the rousing begin." We spent the rest of the night gently passing him around, giving him a sponge bath, feeding him, and figuring out how to change his diapers without disturbing his wounded limbs. We made bottles, washed his tiny clothes, and joyfully served the least of these as a family. Down came the cider. The next days were nothing short of exhausting. Charlie was in pain, and unless I held him, swaddled, he was despondent. I slept in a chair in the corner of our master suite with him upright on my chest to keep the pressure off his broken frame. After a sleepless Saturday night, I needed to talk to someone. On Sunday morning, I sent a text to a precious friend, a seasoned foster mom who says wise and beautiful things. I filled her in on the events of the last few days and told her I was drained and needed to hear a friendly word. I hit send and waited. She would say something fabulous, and I would be energized for the day. My phone buzzed, and I grabbed it, impatient to see what dear jewels of love and affirmation she would send. I read her words with an unquenchable eagerness. "What a precious little lamb. You and your family are blessed to be at his service. I encourage you to keep a journal of this special time with this baby boy. You are on sacred ground." What? I started to type LOL, but then worried she wasn't kidding. Sacred ground? I didn't see any burning bushes around. I had no poignant response, so I just typed, "Thanks," and proceeded to drudge on with my day. On Monday afternoon, Justin and the older kids were running errands. I was enjoying the rare peace of having fewer humans in the house. 3-year-old Sam took a nice long nap while I worked on bills. I had Charlie swaddled to my body with some mysterious contraption that had been invented since the last time I had babies. As long as my movements were slow, he was comfortable, and more than anything, I wanted him not to hurt. I continued to work, feet up on the chair across from me, a Wonder Woman mug to my right holding steaming coffee. I marveled at my abilities. A bit later, Sam wandered into the kitchen with sleep-mussed hair, his face drowsy. I greeted him. "Hey, Sam, I am. Did you have a good nap?" He nodded, yawned, and said, "Mommy, I want some juice." I nodded absent-mindedly. "Just let me finish filling out this form and I'll get you some." Sam climbed onto a stool next to the kitchen island where an enormous jug of apple cider from Costco was sitting. "Sam, do it," he said. "No, Sam. Mommy will get you juice," I said. "Just a second." The jug was nearly full.